Tracy with Becozi.com is here. Becozi.com is an American website with the biggest collection of chunky yarns for arm and hand knitting. So today I will be showing you how to make a cowl scarf with our Jumbo Chanel yarn. This is a very easy project, but it's also really cool because it has a seamless connection and it looks like just one piece. That's why it's also called infinity scarf. So this is ivory color, and this one I started with 4 stitches. So you can see that it's a little bit longer. And if you want to make it and start with 5 stitches, you will see that it will be wider and it will look a little bit different when sitting on your neck like that. But this is really cool, really chunky scarf. And again, it's made with our Jumbo Chanel yarn. And this is a gray taupe color that I will be using. And the ivory is made with our ivory Jumbo Chanel. This yarn Jumbo Chanel is available only at Becozi.com website. It's not available in any craft stores. It's super thick, super fluffy, and when you are making something with our Jumbo Chanel yarn, it looks and feels like a cloud in your hands. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, guys, so we will be using this gray color Jumbo Chanel, gray taupe actually, I'm sorry, this gray taupe. We have gray and gray taupe. So the scarf that I will be making will look like that. But this one is I made with 5 stitches, and this one is 4. So you can see that it's much thinner. So if you want your scarf to be thinner, you start with 4. If you want it to be very thick, you start with 5. And on this one, I will actually start with 4. It will be easier to show how to make this scarf. So first of all, I will make a knot on the end to prevent yarn from unraveling, okay? So I'm making a knot, then cutting the tail close to the knot. And now I will place the yarn in front of me like that. I will leave a small tail. We don't need a big tail for this project, about a few inches. And then place the yarn on the top like that, make a loop. Insert your hand inside the loop, grab working yarn, and pull it out. So this is our first stitch, guys. Okay, you can pull working yarn down and make it a little bit smaller, that it won't be too wide. And what we will be doing now, we will insert our hand inside the stitch. We will grab working yarn and pull it out. So we now have 2 stitches and we need to have it approximately the same size. So now I will press the bottom of the stitch to prevent yarn from getting bigger, that the stitch would be the same. Grab working yarn and pull it out. So we have 3 stitches and now 4. They're all the same size, as you can see, and this is the goal. So what are we doing now? The yarn goes, working yarn goes on the back. This is our project, 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we are not turning this project on another side as I'm doing for the blankets, and I will show you why later. So this is our first stitch. We will insert our hand, grab working yarn, and pull it out. So this is our first stitch in first row. Now, second stitch, we will be using the top part, not the bottom. We are inserting our hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. So we have 2 stitches in the first row. Make sure they're the same size. Now stitch number 3 and stitch number 4. So this is our first row, guys. The working yarn goes now in another direction because we will be going from the left to the right. What we are doing now, we are repeating our simple knitting stitch. Insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. Insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. So this is a simple knit and stitch. It's very simple project, guys. It at the same time it will look really beautiful. It will be super soft. And here, starting this row, we actually will be skipping the first stitch. See, you can knit it, and then it will be looking differently if we will skip knitting it. So we knitted it as the last stitch, and when we're going this direction in the next row, we're simply leaving it sitting here. So we're going to the second stitch, third, and fourth. Here we are, change working yarn, and now the same. We are just skipping this stitch, it's just sitting here, and you're going in the second one, and you are knitting all 3 stitches. And that's what we will be doing, guys, until we use the whole skein of our jumbo chenille yarn. Jumbo chenille yarn is super thick. It's much thicker than chunky chenille, as I said at the beginning, and because of that, there is less of this yarn on the skein. Chunky chenille has about 24, 26 yards. Jumbo has only about 15, 16. Okay, that's why our scarf will be a little bit shorter comparing to the scarf hand knitted with the chunky chenille. Okay, so I will keep knitting until I'm done with all my yarn, and then I will come back and I will show you the most amazing way to connect it that it would look like there is no connection. Okay, guys, so I'm done with all yarn. See, I just have a little tail left. So here is our scarf. What we are doing now, guys. Now we will be unraveling this part where we started. And this will not be easy process because it's kind of hard to unravel the bottom of the knitted project. So first of all, you will need to find where this tail started, and then you unravel that you would have simple stitches the same as on another side. See, you have simple stitches, and then we will be connecting. So here we are, the tail. So then the trick will be connecting it in a very special way that you would not see the connection. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 stitches on both sides, 4 here and 4 here. Now, the trick is for trick number 1. The tail on this side should be here, and tail on the other side should be on the opposite side. So in order to have it, we will need to knit these 4 stitches to make it look like that. So let me, I didn't take out all yarn that I need to. That's why it doesn't look right. So it's very tricky, as I said. See, you need to have all stitches unraveled that you would have regular stitches. See, like that. And then you make stitch 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what we're doing now, we are now, okay, this. Now we will knit this one row. And I will need the stitch. I will not skip it because we will need it for connecting. 1, 2, 3. See, this stitch is kind of weird looking, so you would need to twist it and then knit it like that. See? Okay, so what are we doing now? Now we have, as I said, tail here and tail on this side, and that's the how it should be. Now connect the scarf like that. And now watch carefully. So here we have a stitch and the yarn coming out of it. Okay, so and this stitch is in front of this stitch. So this working yarn goes inside the opposite stitch. See, like that. Now this working yarn goes back to the same stitch where it came from, like that. What are we doing now? Now you see the stitch that we used. You are going back to that stitch only from the top now, like that. See, we just connected it in a very seamless way. What are we doing now? This working yarn is closer to this side, so we're going inside this stitch from inside out. Now we are going to the previous stitch that we used here, over here, from the top down. Now this yarn is closer to this stitch. We're going from inside out. Find the stitch we used. See the stitch we used, and go from outside in. Now go from inside out and back to the stitch from up top. See what we have here? We have a seamless connection, guys. It seems to be hard, but if you are watching one step at a time, like you can stop this video and you can rewind it, and then you will see that it's actually pretty doable if you follow my moves. Here we are. So now we have only one stitch left here. Actually, not a stitch. We have two. See, we connected it nicely, and now we can make a knot with these two ends. 1 and 2. And this way connection is done. This amazing connecting way or method I saw on the YouTube, the Ohhio company. I will put a link underneath this video. You should go to their YouTube channel and check it out. They have amazing videos with some very unique ways of knitting. So this is one of them, connecting your scarf with no obvious connection. Okay, so this is our scarf. It looks the same on both sides, and you don't see any connection anywhere. And now you can just wear it, and it will be very nice and very warm and soft scarf. This Jumbo Chenille is available at only at becozi.net. Go to our website, buy some beautiful color, and make your cold scarf. Stay warm and be cozy. Hey guys, Larissa Koideker with Becozi.com is here. 2 years ago in September, I published my book that called Hand Knitting. I created hand knitting style at the end of 2015, and last year, actually 2 years ago, I wrote a book. It was printed. This book tells you what hand knitting is, the story of my company Becozi, and also we have a few amazing patterns, and every single step how to hand knit is shown in this book. This book is sold at becozi.com and on Amazon. And Amazon you can also buy a Kindle version. So go get this book for yourself or for your loved ones. Thank you.